If you're a Canadian senior, more than $1,900 could land in your bank account this September, and it arrives on one specific day in 2 separate deposits from 3 different programs. But most seniors never check, and some lose a chunk of it without ever knowing. 6 things to check before that money moves. And stay with me until number 6, because that's the one most people get completely backwards. Number 1. The day the money actually lands. Your September CPP, Old Age Security, and Guaranteed Income Supplement are all paid on Thursday, September 25, 2026. Not the first of the month, not a random Friday, the 25th. Write it down, because Service Canada follows a fixed calendar all year. The payment before it was August 27th, and the next one is October 28th. Here's the part that confuses people every single month. If you collect CPP plus OAS, you don't see one big deposit. You see 2. One line for CPP, and a second combined line for OAS plus your GIS top-up, usually posting the same morning. Take a real case. Margaret, 71, saw only her $900 CPP line at 6 a.m., assumed the other $1,200 was gone, and spent 40 minutes on hold before the OAS line quietly posted by noon. Seniors panic when they see only the CPP amount and join a phone lineup of thousands. Give it until the end of the business day before you worry. The mistake that actually costs money is a stale direct deposit record. If you switched banks or closed an account and never updated it in My Service Canada account, that September 25th payment can bounce and sit in limbo for 3 to 6 weeks while a paper check is reissued. Log in this week, confirm the account number and the 5-digit branch transit on file, match the account you really use, and confirm the method says direct deposit, not check. A mailed check adds a week and is the #1 target for mailbox theft against seniors. Number 2. Your CPP check and why almost nobody gets the number they expect. The maximum CPP retirement pension at age 65 in 2026 is $1,507.65 a month. That figure is quoted everywhere, so people assume it's coming. Then their real deposit is far smaller. The truth: the average CPP payment as of January 2026 is about $925 a month, and a brand new 65-year-old retiree collects closer to $800. The gap is huge, and it isn't a mistake. To get the maximum, you'd need to have earned at or above the yearly maximum pensionable earnings, about $71,300 in 2025, for roughly 40 years, and almost no one does that without a single low-earning year, a leave, or time out of the workforce. Every below-max year pulls your average down. Here's the costly error. David took CPP the day he turned 60 at $800 a month without checking his estimate, locking in a permanent 36% cut. His neighbor, same earnings, waited to 65 and now collects roughly $1,250, about $450 more every month for life. What to do this week? Log into My Service Canada account and open your CPP Statement of Contributions. It shows your personal estimated monthly amount at 60, 65, and 70, your real number, not a headline maximum. If even 1 year of earnings is missing or shows 0 when you were working, that error is dragging your check down every month for the rest of your life, and you can ask Service Canada to correct it with a T4 or pay stub. Check the estimate before you decide when to start, not after. And remember, number 6 is the one seniors get completely backwards, and it's the one most likely to cost you real money this month. Hold that thought. Number 3, your old age security check, which quietly went up this summer. For the July to September 2026 quarter, the maximum OAS is $751.97 a month if you're 65 to 74, and $827.17 if you're 75 or older. That reflects a 1.2% increase that took effect July 1st and carries straight into your September 25th deposit. So if your OAS looks about $9 higher than in the spring, that's correct, not an error. 2 things trip seniors up here. First, OAS is based on how many years you lived in Canada after age 18. 40 years earns the full pension, and it's prorated below that. So a senior with 22 years of residence receives 22/40ths, just over $413 instead of the full amount. If your amount looks low, that's usually why, and it's worth confirming the residence history on file is complete. because each missing year costs you 1/40th of the check permanently. Second, the jump to the 75 and over rate is automatic. You do not apply for it, but check that it actually happened the month after your 75th birthday. One senior, Joan, turned 75 in March and only noticed in July that her extra $75 a month had never kicked in. A single phone call recovered 4 months of back pay. What to do this week? Open your OAS details in My Service Canada account and confirm 2 things: that your payment reflects the higher summer rate and that your recorded years of Canadian residence match your real history. If you spot a gap, gather your proof: old passports, immigration records, now. Correcting it can raise every future payment. Number 4. The Guaranteed Income Supplement, the check low-income seniors most often leave on the table. If your income is low, GIS adds up to $1,105.43 a month for a single, widowed, or divorced senior in the July to September 2026 period, tax-free, on top of your OAS. That single payment can be worth more than $13,200 a year, and yet roughly 200,000 eligible seniors never receive it. Here's the trap that shuts it off. GIS is recalculated every July from your previous year's income, and it depends entirely on you filing your tax return. Miss the filing and your GIS can be suspended in July even if nothing about your situation changed. The government simply has no income figure to confirm you still qualify. Take Robert, 68, who skipped his return the year his wife passed. His August deposit came in $1,100 short, and he didn't understand why until he filed and the supplement was restored. The other mistake is assuming you earn too much to bother. The income cutoff for a single senior sits above $22,056 a year excluding OAS, and even a partial GIS of a couple $100s a month is real money. What to do this week? If you haven't filed your 2025 return, file it now. That alone can restart or unlock the supplement. Then check whether the GIS line appears in your September deposit. If you think you qualify and it's missing, call Service Canada and ask specifically about a GIS application. For many seniors, it is not automatic and must be requested once. Number 5. How the 3 checks actually add up to $1,900 and the income line that can shrink them. Put realistic numbers together. An average CPP of about $925, OAS of $752, and even a modest GIS top-up of $250. And a single senior clears well past $1,900 landing on September 25th. A 75-plus senior with a stronger CPP record can pass $2,100. But there's a ceiling working against higher-income seniors, and it's called the OAS recovery tax, the clawback. For 2026, once your net income passes $95,323, the government claws back 15 cents of OAS for every dollar above that line, and OAS disappears entirely north of roughly $155,000. The costly mistake is triggering it by accident. Frank sold a rental property in 1 year, booked an $80,000 capital gain, crossed the line, and lost his entire OAS, about $9,000 that he'd have kept by selling a year later. A large RRIF withdrawal, or cashing in an investment, counts the same way. What to do this week? If you're anywhere near that $95,000 line, add up your expected 2026 income before year-end while you can still act. Spreading a big withdrawal across 2 calendar years, or drawing from a TFSA instead, TFSA income doesn't count toward the clawback, can keep thousands of OAS dollars in your pocket. The seniors who plan the income, not just collect the check, keep the most. Number 6. The one almost everyone gets backwards. When you hear $1,900 in September, it sounds like a special bonus, a one-time top-up the government is handing out. It is not. That $1,900 is simply your 3 normal checks, CPP, OAS, and GIS, added together on the same day. There is no secret September bonus, no surprise one-time senior payment, no click here to claim your extra deposit. And that misunderstanding is exactly what scammers weaponize this time of year. The texts and emails are already circulating. Your $1,900 September senior benefit is ready. Confirm your banking details to release it. One widow in Ontario, 73, tapped that link, entered her SIN and account number, and lost $3,200 2 months of benefits before her bank froze the account. The moment you click and enter your SIN, they drain the very check you were owed. Service Canada does not text or email you a link to unlock a payment, and it never asks for your banking password. Your real money arrives automatically on the 25th into the account already on file. No confirmation link required. So here's the backwards part. The danger in September isn't missing a mythical bonus, it's chasing one and handing a criminal the real check. Delete those messages and never confirm banking details from an incoming text. If you want to verify anything, log into My Service Canada account yourself or call the official number on canada.ca, never a number from the message. So here's your one action this week. Log into My Service Canada account and confirm 3 things. Your direct deposit account is current, your CPP and OAS amounts look right, and if your income is low, that GIS is on your file. Then ignore every September bonus link you are sent. If this helped, subscribe and share it with one senior you love, because the ones who find out in time are the ones who keep every dollar.